Hello, folks. Old Swab here, and nice to have you join me again today. We're going to do a little more trucking, yes, sirree, and we'll have to go find a job, and I'm getting ready to do that. I hope y'all doing good and that you enjoy the videos. All right, down here at the bottom of the screen, I'll have to pick a job. I had to pick a quick job because I don't have a truck. I had to use a company truck. And that'll be the case until I get up a couple $100,000 or else I borrow money from the bank. And I just don't like borrowing from the bank. Well, everybody does it different in the game. So I'm going to pick a quick job and see what's available. And let me take my face off of here. And you can see massive tech part. No, I don't want that. A log stacker. I don't know that I want that either. That's a autonomous tractor. From Portland, Oregon to Port Angeles, Washington. And the thing that you're looking for on these is how much you get paid per mile. Now this is $39.36, and let's see what the truck is. It's a Mack Pinnacle Sleeper, 505 horsepower, 18 speed. And this is still good for 2 hours and 30 minutes. 213 miles. It's high value cargo. Well, you can see here on the map, it ain't far. Bottom of Washington to south to the north of Washington. I believe we'll go ahead and take that job. And hopefully we'll have no problems like the last time. It was pretty interesting on part 5, you remember. So we're going to take that job, go look at our truck. Yeah, here's a truck. And why ain't I seen my truck outside? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There it is. And there's the tractors on the back of it. Oh, I'm sorry I'm moving so fast. Yeah. There's those tractors. Yeah. All right. And there's our Mack Pinnacle. Yep. And down the bottom right, you see our GPS, and Raspy Doug will be talking to us and guiding us. So let's get inside the truck, start up this rig.
Drive safe.
Oh, I intend to. Safe is my first name. Yeah. There we go. I turned the lights on. And you can see in the bottom right over here, I'll quit moving my mouse around. You can see down the bottom right on the GPS, autonomous tractors, 39,600 pounds. And at the very bottom on the right, it says 213 miles. So, and I'm going to turn off that interior informant. I want to turn that off. I don't like that on. All right. And you can see we got a mirror. I could adjust them mirrors and my seat and all that, but I don't find it necessary. I want to get back on the external view and try to find my way out of here. It looks like there's a path over there to the right to get out of here. And that's what we're going to take. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. All right. We try to obey the speed limit and most of the laws, but I have some stuff turned off because you go through a red light and you got those fines and stuff turned on. While that red light catches you in the middle of the intersection, you'll get a ticket. And if you go 2 or 3 miles over the speed limit, you get another ticket. It's easy to get tickets. Another thing I have turned off is the mandatory rest and breaks. I know in real trucking,
Keep left.
if you're going to be doing a real simulator, authentic like, you'd
turn left.
have all that stuff turned on. Let's see. And you would be using mirrors and turning your head from instead of looking down from like the sky at this thing. Yeah.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh, I see the train lights are flashing. Do we want it?
Turn
No,
right.
we can't go. We're going to have to wait for the train to go by. It doesn't pay to run these train crossings. Matter of fact, it'll get you in your truck tore up and you get stuck. And let's see, I believe we'll go back to the internal view. Wish that train would hurry to get here. Well, I guess that's just something you have to put up with in life. There you go. And we look left and right, and I still don't see no train. Come on, train, where are you? Look for him again. I hope it's not another glitch like we had yesterday. Oh mercy. They must have some mules pulling that train. Ooh, buddy, he's a creeping along. Yeah. All right, we could finally go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now see, that light was yeller when I first pulled into that intersection, and if I had those fines turned on, I could get it would probably give me a ticket for doing that. So that's why I turned that off. It just becomes very annoying. You can't get nowhere. At least well, if you want to play like a
keep left and then turn left.
Real true simulator to the driver, well, I guess you would have it on because that's what they had to put up with it. Yep, they surely do. And have to take the rest breaks and everything. Yeah. Looks pretty good right now. We're not having any problems. Hope y'all are doing good. I haven't streamed in a couple days. Been kind of busy. You know, life does that to you. And I hope y'all enjoy coming for the ride along. And give me a thumbs up and a follow, subscribe. Tell your friends, hey, this is an interesting list tune, and listen to this old man. If you have a hard time with insomnia or something, just tune this in and you'll go to sleep all right. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to, and I hadn't figured out how to schedule a stream on YouTube, and I really don't know how. I think I seen a thing where I could schedule it like 24 hours later, but not like 2 hours later or an hour later from when I'm getting on here. So, and I hate to schedule 24 hours down the line, because what if I'm not able to get on? Life happens, and there's things that happen. It's starting to rain. That's all right. They put trucks on. Yeah, okay. They put wipers on these trucks. buddy.
Keep right, and then turn right.
All right, keep right and then turn right. We could do that. Now I'm pushing in
Turn
on my
right.
clutch here on my pedals, and I'm driving an automatic.
Keep right.
I wish I had my gear shifter. I will soon, I hope. Gotta keep right and get back over here. About messed up there. But I'm waiting for an adapter to come in from a gear shifter because of my G29, Logitech G29 gear shifter won't work with this Logitech RS50 steering wheel. So I had to get an adapter. And I learned about that the hard way after I bought the wheel. And wondering why I couldn't get couldn't hook up that controller. And I thought about that before I bought this, and I said,
Keep
well,
left.
when I read on the internet, it said it would work with the RS50. And you know, I believe it will if you have an adapter. And, well, I got one on the way. It was a hard thing to find. I don't even know that they make them anymore. I found a used one. And I'm hoping it'll be here either Tuesday or Wednesday. That's tomorrow or the next day. Or is it tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Monday. Today's Sunday. That's right. I lose track of time. It all runs together anymore. And look at that rain. I wish we were getting a little rain here. We had a little bit, but not enough. Where I live up here in the woods on this mountain, I like it to stay wet. These woods catch on fire, I guess I'd lose everything up here. It's so I like it when it's wet with all these leaves out here in the woods and all this fuel to burn. But so far, I've been all right with it, so no problems, and I hope it stays that way.
Keep left.
Keep left, he says, so I reckon I will. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get hold of my grandson, see how I go about scheduling a live stream. And the other thing I'm trying to figure out is how to set up the live chat while I'm streaming. I don't know how to do that. I've tried to figure it out and I'm not getting anywhere. I watched some YouTube on it and I don't really understand. I can't figure it out. I just can't get it figured out. And I know my grandson does live chats on his stream, so I'm gonna have to call him up and bother him again. And hopefully he can help me work it out. It takes a little while. I'm a little slow about this kind of stuff. But there you go, you older folks my age. See, I work this out, and I'm fortunate to have my grandson knows how to do this, because he does live stream off of his PC at home using OBS, and he's sure helped me. And well, watch a lot of YouTube. I'm sure you could do it just watching YouTube, but man, I went 3 months and couldn't get the thing figured out. There was just a couple little things that it didn't mention, and that my grandson did that really made a difference. I just couldn't figure it out. And I do have dual monitors here. I did that. He's the one suggested I get it. So I'm looking at my truck driving game on my main monitor. It's right in front of me. And then to my left is a smaller monitor that has the OBS running on it. And I'm hoping, I found out that works pretty good, but I had a hard time figuring out how do you swap from your game to over to the OBS so you can mess with it. And I didn't see anything on YouTube about it. If there was, I missed it. But it was a simple little thing. He said to hold down the Alt key and the Tab key. Yeah. And it'll come up and to both screens, and as you hold down a Alt key, you put your cursor over which screen you want to go to, and or what screen you want to go to. And once you showed me that, things went a whole lot quicker, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. But that's just me. I mean, other people have done this for years and years, and I guess they take it for granted you know that stuff. But that's just like Logitech took it for granted that I knew that gear shifter had to have an adapter, and I sure enough didn't know that. Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out, and it's nice to have some help. But as for the American Truck Simulator game, and now I worked that out on my own. I watched a lot of YouTube on how to set up certain things, and learned the hard way of certain things that I needed to set and turn off and stuff like that, especially when it came to the setting up a gear shifter, an A shifter. That took some trial and error, but I got it figured out. I believe mostly I got it figured out because I'm able to use the 8 shifter. It's like I said, it's a G29 shifter, 8 shifter, and I have a mod for it that I ordered from Amazon, so it has a selector and range switch on it, what makes it a whole lot easier when instead of dedicating buttons, binding buttons on your steering wheel to go to the range and to select the gear. I mentioned before, it's hard to shift gears when you're pushing a button on your steering wheel as you're turning your steering wheel. So I do like that mod on that 8 shifter. It makes it more realistic, and it's really I don't know, just enjoyable. But you have to use that clutch a lot. Well, I guess it's good exercise for my leg. Like I said, it's 18 speeds. And I've got that smart sequential, I think it's called. But anyhow, what it amounts to is like a skip gears, which is really handy. You don't have to start in first gear and go through all 18. You can pull out in third or fourth gear. You don't need to be in those lower gears to pull out. And then you can go from 4th to 6th to 8th, and just skip gears along the way. And the same thing comes back when you're down gearing. But I do miss gears a lot. I do mess up quite a bit with it, but it's a game. Well, we're going along pretty good. We only have 42 miles to go, so we're nearly there. Almost got this load to its destination. Yes, sir. So this has been another fast string. And now don't get used to it as we progress up the ladder and get more experience points into our distance hauling. Now some of these trips, they get up 2,000 miles, and I'll have to break that into parts or sections, because it'll take several hours to drive that far. And I know I'm not going to stream for that long, and y'all ain't going to watch for that long. But I hope you're watching these short ones and enjoy them, and you older folks can see that you can do it. It's real relaxing. You can have your music on in the background. I have to be careful with the music because from what I was reading about this streaming, there's all kinds of copyright laws. I don't understand them, so why even bother with them? Besides that, I listen to music through on my cassette player, and I'd have to be getting up and down all the time, flipping the cassette over and then changing the cassettes. So, yeah, the radio station I get up here where I live is, well, it's pretty iffy. It's in and out. I'm not close to any place. I'm up on the mountain here, so 18 miles to go. Okay. Looks like a lot of farming territory stuff up here in the upper part of Oregon. Or is that where we're at? Yeah, Washington. Yeah, Washington State. Never been there. Never been to Washington State. Only been on the West Coast a couple of times, and that was to catch a ship to go further west, all the way to the coast of Africa and stuff, but never spent a lot of time. I did spend a little time in San Francisco and up there at Treasure Island, and I enjoyed San Francisco pretty good. It was a clean city. Now, I can't say I went to the cleanest parts, but I was a sailor. I didn't look for the cleanest parts. But I did enjoy it. Well, I was on the shore, and when you spend a lot of time out at sea, you enjoy what time you have ashore. Yep, and I guess it's been that way all through the ages. Well, we're getting there. Not much further to go. Oh, there I am again. Oh, well, that's hard on the eyes, I know. Yeah. Well, let's see. Only 2 miles to go. Yes, sir. And see what kind of parking we have to do up here in Port Angeles, Washington. Hoping you hear the sound of the rig. I try to get it adjusted so that you could and turn that up. Now, what you see on my GPS down there where that red wrench is, that's where when you own your truck, you can take it in there and get repairs done on it. Get tires.
Go straight.
Have different things fixed. Get some stuff for the interior. Yeah, you get a lot done there. You have to pay for it now. Yeah, you got to pay
Go
for
straight.
it. Nothing free in this life. If they tell you something's free, you better be looking for that fish hook. 1 mile to go. Look, there's my Mac. See, around inside here, we can look all around in here. We can even look right there in the back into the sleeper. And we better be looking forward to the road. You can see they done a good job on
Go
this
straight.
game, making things look really realistic. Speed limit 25. Man, we're doing about 23. You can see, well, it's on my dash of my truck right above the steering wheel, but on that tachometer over in the bottom left,
Get
it
ready
shows
to turn left.
what I'm doing. All right, we turn left here, and you'll see a red
Turn
flag here. That's where that load's got to go, where this load's got to go. Let me put us outside here so you can see a little more gooder. There's the tractors. Let's get up on this guy a little bit. I hope he don't let off. Yeah. We're going toward Route 101. Yeah. Alrighty. 40 mile there, man. It looks pretty good, this game, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. It looks real good. There's a porta potty we needed to go. See that red flag on my GPS down there in the right corner? That shows where that load's got to go. And we're just about there. I'm looking for the place where I'm going to have to turn
Get ready
in.
to turn right.
Oh, Raspy Doug's telling me to get ready to turn right.
Turn
So
right.
I'll turn on my signal light. We're going to go right in here at HMS. Yeah, let's see
Here
what
we
kind of
are,
a parking
safe and
place
sound.
we have. Where is it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, y'all get to laugh at me, because I've got to back this load in there if I can. And that usually doesn't work out too good for me. It takes me a lot of tries, and there's people that do this game and they just use the mirrors to do that. Now, I'm just not one of them. I can't do that. I've tried and tried. Oh, I can eventually, but we don't have, I'm sure you don't have that kind of time to invest in this. Well, let's see. Obviously, we got to go in reverse, but which way do I want to turn the wheel? I think that way. I turn it the opposite direction I want the trailer to go. Yeah, yeah. Lordy, lordy. It's going to take some maneuvering. Let's swing it back around. We may have to do this a few times. I don't know. Usually I just turn the tractor too sharp is what I end up doing, and get myself all cattywampus and having to, and see, I'm not going to get in there. I went too far. So we're going to have to try to turn this tractor and get her straightened out a little bit. Yeah, I told you was in for a laugh. This old feller just has a hard time parking this. Well, no, dadgummit, we should. Now look at that. Now there's not much to turn. If I turn it to the right, the trailer ought to go to the left. Ain't that right? Yeah, it is. But don't turn too much. And start straightening it out, son. Get it back the other way. Just a little bit, not too much, Schwab. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, man. I feel pretty proud about this. Let's see, I want to go over this way a little bit. Yeah, come back this way a little bit. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. Straighten it up now. Yep. And those lines turn green right there. All right. Hey, didn't go as near as bad as it usually does. Let's drop this load in there. There we go. Collect our money. And see if we made it to level 4. Oh, look at that. Just shy of it. Just shy of level 4. That gummit. Yeah. Well, I thank you all for joining me for delivering another load. I really appreciate that. And by the way, you're down here at the bottom. Now, this isn't a how-to video. Don't get me wrong. This ain't a how-to video. But you click on services, and you can see you can buy used trucks. Yeah, we know all of that. And 1 star up to 5 stars, 5-star being the more gooder and the more expensive. And all I see is 5 stars. And you can see, even on the least expensive one is 83,000 miles, and that's for a 345 horsepower one. And then you could, let's see what else is on that. Truck dealers. You can go to different truck dealers if you discover them. Right there's one. It's a, what is that? International. But that's the only one I've discovered so far. And another thing on this service thing, at the company, you could look at your driver manager. And I happen to be the only driver. See right there, OLDSWAB. And I'm the only driver. And it shows me that I'm average profit per day, $8,652, which is what I made today. So anyhow, I'll let y'all go. Thank you for watching. I hope you give me a like and subscribe and tell your friends, and just sit down and relax with me and drop a comment. Yeah, put a comment there on YouTube. Let me know what you think about it and what else I should do. Don't ask me to sing. You'll be regretting that. All right, I'll let y'all go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch